and the most high-powered clash of this election. And ironically, it's happening in its last leg. It is consequential because whoever wins Bengal, whoever takes a chunk of the 42 seats from there, viewers, could help shape the outcome of this election. The BJP will be hoping that it does just as it did in 2019, where it surprised everyone by bagging 18 seats, viewers, and taking 40% of the vote share. The BJP privately says that that share of seats is going to increase. And now, of course, viewers, in the ultimate show of bravado, the Prime Minister has come out and taunted Mamata Banerjee. And he's done so even as he embarks on a roadshow in just a few moments in Kolkata. Viewers, just a few streets away from where the Prime Minister is going to be, Mamata Banerjee is also hitting the tarmac in Kolkata. This is a clash, viewers, of two individuals who are constantly, almost always in campaign mode. They take every election very, very seriously. And for them, this is a battle of ideologies. The BJP and the Prime Minister have defined this as a battle. Not only, viewers, for the survival of the Hindu way in Bengal, but also a mandate against, and this is very critical, viewers, a mandate against the appeasement politics of the nature certain parties have played for the last 70 years that have completely undermined our secularism. On the other side, viewers, is Mamata Banerjee, who says that the Prime Minister and the BJP's saffron nationalism will upend the Nehruvian consensus, secularism as we know it, and lead to the consecration of a republic based on exclusively Hindutva values. Viewers, she has said that this battle in Bengal is not only a clash to determine who will win, but is a clash to determine who will shape the idea of India as we go forward, viewers. What's happening on the ground? Just before reaching Kolkata, the Prime Minister was in Barasat, where he held a road show, where he also held a rally rather. And when he reached the rally ground, viewers, he was greeted by a sea of supporters. There you can see them on the right. As his cavalcade made its way through the winding streets of Barasat to the rally ground, you can see the number of people. Now, this particular area is significant because this is where Sandesh Khali is located, viewers, where, of course, the BJP has claimed that Mamata has let down the Ma, viewers, the woman voter. And viewers, let me tell you, in this particular election, 70% of the constituencies have seen a higher turnout of women voters in comparison to male voters. And in 2019, as well as in the 2021 Assembly election, it was a woman voter who actually stood by Mamata Banerjee. Is this support that we are seeing for the Prime Minister emblematic of a shift in women's sympathy for Mamata Banerjee? And is that going to cost her this election, viewers? Let's open this up. But before that, I want to go across to Komalika Sen-Gupta. Komalika, this is the final leg in Bengal. It's been a very, very truculent campaign where two incessant campaigners have not held back at all. I want to ask you, how is the battle for Bengal poised right now?
definitely it's the final leg and it's the slog over. The last phase is 1st June. I would, Rahul, first show you the actual Modi will be following this road, and you see that this is North Kolkata, and the people out here, they have come out and Namo Namo is sloganing is going on in one side, Ek is Bar, Modi Sarkar, all those things are going here. This is a very, very, very important and significant place because Narendra Modi right now has just taken blessings from Ma Sharoda, from her residence, and then she goes out. He will be paying his tribute to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose in 5 Point Crossing, and there he will start his roadshow and will end up in Swamiji's residence. That is also very significant. And the battle for Bengal, the last phase you have Kolkata. The last phase you have Raebareli of Bengal, Abhishek Banerjee's constituency, Diamond Harbour. The last phase you have North Kolkata, where Sudip Bandyopadhyay, 5 times MP of TMC, getting a very tough fight from his former Lieutenant Taposh Roy, who has just changed party and joined BJP, and for whom this is the first time that a Prime Minister of the country is doing a road show in Kolkata. Never in Kolkata. None of the Prime Ministers have done any political road show like this. So political temperature is soaring high. Mamata Banerjee also did a road show today. She did a rally today in this very constituency of North Kolkata, which is very significant.
Right.
So it was absolutely Modi versus Mamata today. Tomorrow also, Narendra Modi will be going to South 24 Pargana. Mamata too will be going and campaigning there. So definitely last phases is also
right.
Sandesh Khali, Bashirhat, very significant. One of the most important issues out this election is Sandesh Khali. So definitely this is such a election, such a high voltage election, and this road show therefore becomes very significant.
Let me ask you this, because the last two elections, or let me say the last three elections after the 2019 election, which is the 2021 assembly election, then you had the municipal election, and then you had the panchayat elections, the BJP didn't do well. Is that going to have some sort of an impact over the BJP's campaign and prospects in 2024 Lok Sabha? Komalika, if you can hear me.
Yeah, can you please repeat your question?
I know that I think you lost the connection there, so let me repeat my question. Komalika, have things changed after 2019? In 2021, 2022 and 2023, you had 3 elections. In 21, you had the assembly election. In 2022, you had the municipal bodies election. In 23, you had the panchayat election. The BJP hasn't done too well. The left came back into the equation. Will that have any impact on the 2024 Lok Sabha battle?
Yes, 2024 election means a lot to both of the parties and also to the left and Congress out here. 2019 BJP was not as prepared as they are today. They still need to work on, but definitely they are much more prepared than what they were in 2019. 2019, it was the anti-incumbency and Modi wave which got them 18 seats, which was a shocker for the Trinamool Congress. Trinamool Congress really worked on that in 2021. Trinamool Congress actually beat up the BJP because of their strategy and their planning, with Mamata coming out and doing the campaign herself everywhere. After 2021, BJP, though they got a setback, but they had a number of more than 70 MLAs. They have been working in booth now, and this time in 2024, the BJP booth workers are much more stronger than what they was. On the top of that, there is anti-incumbency of Mamata government, no doubt. Number 2, there is corruption issue, no doubt, which is one of the biggest issue that BJP is projecting. Number 3, definitely Sandesh Khali somewhere they feel. But number 4, what they have to fight, the BJP have to fight, is the beneficiary politics. politics is the doles that what Mamata has given is the Lokhir Bhandar, which she has increased from 500 to 1,000. And there the people have got benefits from this Lokhir Bhandar and other such beneficiary welfare schemes. So it's corruption versus Lokhir Bhandar. It's Sandesh Khali versus Mamata being a woman chief minister. It is the fight between, obviously, the factor of Hindutva too is there, because in northern seats, North Bengal seats, there we have seen a lot of Ram, which we have not seen any time say 5 to 6 years ago. The way Ram Navami has been played out and all these things. So it's absolutely a neck-to-neck fight everywhere, and really 4th June, Bengal, definitely an interesting results will come out.
Well, Komalika, stay on with us. We'll come back to you in a little while. I think those are the pictures of the Prime Minister's cavalcade. Very soon, that's right, that's him coming out of that very, very consequential location that he found himself in, that temple to Mata Sharada. And from there, of course, viewers, he's going to continue on this roadshow. Very important scenes in Bengal playing out on our cameras. It's the first time that a Prime Minister is actually campaigning, and there are a large number of factors which I will allude to in just a few moments, viewers. But let's first open it up to our guests and get a quick comment from each one of them. That is the Prime Minister, I think, at the Subhash Chandra Memorial, Netaji Subhash Chandra Memorial, and from there on, I can't actually pick that out because there is a light which is obscuring everything, but it does appear to me that this particular roadshow is now underway. We haven't seen a sea of humanity. We haven't seen, as Komalika was saying, a Prime Minister in Kolkata, in Yonks, holding a roadshow. So this is a big turning point. Senior Fellow of the IPCS, Abhijit Iyer Mitra, is there with us. And I just want you to put this into context for us. This is really the battle for not just Bengal, but perhaps the decisive electoral battle of the 2024 election. And it matters to both, let's be honest.
It matters to both, exactly. You summed it up so well, Rahul. The reason is, Mamata nurses these ambitions that she is going to be the real Congress. Remember, what we call the INC today is not the INC. It is actually the Congress R, which slowly metamorphosed into the INC to take on the mantle. It came after about 2-3 divisions of the Congress, became the Congress R, and now they call themselves the INC. Mamata Banerjee holds these ambitions. She believes ultimately that she is going to become, at the center stage what Sonia Gandhi possibly is today. And in many ways, you look at her selection of Rajya Sabha MPs, she picks up all these, leftovers from the Congress who don't get a Congress seat and puts them into the Rajya Sabha. People who have no connection to Bengal, for that matter, are put into the Rajya Sabha. Why? Because, it's more about national projection. Going campaigning in Goa, for example, was one more of those attempts at national projection and things like that. What she does not like is the fact that last time the BJP got 18, and any movement away from her is only going to benefit the BJP. Number one. Number two, she got her confidence back in 2021 because she was able to pretty much rout the BJP very comprehensively and decisively in the assembly elections. But we saw what exactly followed those assembly elections. A whole, macabre celebration of rape, murder, gangsterism, and God knows what not by the TMC. Why was that? Because, Mamata does not run a proper government in the sense as we understand it. Bengal has been criminalized for the last 40-50 years, since the communists started criminalizing it. Communist power is always at the back of a gun. As Mao used to say, power flows from the barrel of the gun, and that is what communists do. And what Mamata did was she out-communisted the communists. So everything is essentially run as Pablo Escobar would run the Medellin cartel and things like that. There is nothing you can do about this. This is a very violent society. It is a heavily criminalized society. Politics is marked by criminality. And there is nothing the BJP could do about it at that point of time because they sent 3 people from the center who had no idea about the intrinsic knowledge of Bengal.
Right.
This time it is with somebody who actually understands both the criminality of the TMC, the deep lack of law and order in Bengal, as well as all the tricks of the TMC, all the tricks they have up their sleeve. So hopefully this time should be different. It may not be, because there's no accounting for the kind of reign of terror that the TMC exercises over the people of Bengal.
Well, that's an interesting take. Obviously, Professor Mondol will have quibbles with it, but before I come to you, Professor, let me just quickly go over some hard facts that I've collated so it puts, for our viewers, this entire contest into some amount of perspective. Now, let me tell you, Bengal in 2019 was key to the BJP's 300 plus final tally. In 2024, a gain in Bengal will be crucial for the BJP to offset losses in the north and west. There is anti-incumbency against the BJP, some as long as 10 years, and those seats will perhaps change hands, and the BJP needs to add to the margins to offset those losses. In 2019, the BJP lost in 7 Lok Sabha seats by under 1 lakh votes margin. In 2019, 13% fewer Dalits voted for the TMC, while 41% voted for the BJP. In 2019, 15% fewer OBCs voted for the TMC, while 44% voted for the BJP. In 2019, 12% fewer tribals voted for the TMC, while 47% voted for the BJP. In 2019, left's 22% votes moved to the BJP, giving it 20% vote share. Left vote share has risen at BJP's cost since 2021 assembly polls. The left backed 14% vote share in 2022 municipal and 2023 panchayat polls, and the left's rise could cut into the BJP's prospects in narrow contests. Viewers, this is really the worry for the BJP. Is the left coming back into the game? A 5% swing away from the BJP to the TMC will drop the BJP's 2019 tally by 11 seats, and going past TMC in 2024 will set the tone, let's not forget, for the 2026 assembly polls. Now, viewers, I wish I could have put out these graphics for you in the hard facts format, but somehow the computer seems to have chewed them up, but that's okay. We will try and bring those back, but I've laid out the basic contours. Now, Professor Mondol, let me just ask you, it's not Mr. Modi in Bengal that is facing anti-incumbency, it is actually Mamata Banerjee. And that is an overhang now for quite a few years. And Mr. Modi has attacked Mamata Banerjee where it's going to hurt, which is very simply this, that it's a corrupt government, as Mr. Iyer Mitra was telling us, and there is a large number of now evidence to suggest that corruption did happen, sometimes on account of ministers in the Mamata cabinet, number one. Number two, most importantly, that there has been a culture of appeasement, which even the High Court has taken umbrage at. And both of these are going to cost very heavily the TMC. What is your defense to that charge?
No, I do not even want to dignify the venomous anti-Bengali rant by the person who spoke before me, because he has been doing this for the last 5-6 years. He is out and out anti-Bengal person who is appointed, probably paid to spread this venom against us, where he is actually lying. Now, coming back to a question about criminality, rape, murder, if you're serious about it, the first thing Mr. Modi should do is actually dismiss the governor who is occupying that palatial mansion just 5 point. Bajar 5-point crossing, where this warrior bust of Netaji is erected and he worshipped that place. So Mr. Modi should talk about Sandeshkhali, women of victims of rape and police station. He should dismiss the governor of the state, Bengal, who is accused of both
own associate and molestation by a staffer of the Raj Bhavan. That's point number one. Point number two, you talk about corruption, and this is a person who is contesting from this particular constituency. 3 months ago, he was with the TMC, and his house was raided by ED, and only thereafter he switched over to BJP. You talk about corruption. You talk about corruption, Shubhendu Adhikari, who was shown by BJP in their own party office 8 years ago, taking money. He is now the biggest asset of BJP in Bengal. You talk about corruption, Hemanta Biswa Sharma, who has been known for taking money in Sharada's scam. The Sharada's scam is spilled over from Bengal to Assam. He is a chief minister of a state. Ajit Pawar, National Corrupt Party of India, NCP, 38,000 crore ka ghotala. He is BJP's asset in Maharashtra. I think corruption, criminality. One of the terrorists was in the parliament.
Okay.
By name
So,
of Pragya Singh Thakur.
Professor Mondal says that this is
33% of the
this
criminals,
is hypocrisy
criminals
at
are
its
with
best.
BJP.
Professor Mondal,
Absolutely.
are you going to deny that 3 cabinet ministers of Mamata Banerjee were found with cash in their homes and they are today in jail? Is that not a fact, sir? Would you deny that Mamata Banerjee came out and accepted that there was something called a cut money scam and she apologized for it? Will you not?
No.
No.
Two ministers in jail. There's no evidence against me.
No evidence.
No.
Why are they still in jail if there's no evidence? They had money.
That's
The money was.
Show me the church sheet.
Don't you remember the money?
That's only one particular minister's associate. In
The
her
courts,
house,
sir,
someone
have
was
talked
found.
about the
No.
teachers' recruitment scam. The
Arey,
courts
you
have
are-
talked about.
Arey, you are master in misinforming people.
Okay.
Only
Okay.
one minister associate was
Viewers,
found with the cash,
viewers,
not with the other.
it's not
Now
Rahul
you're saying all
Shivshankar
the
who
three
pronounced
ministers.
these verdicts.
Show me the
It was the
show me
High
the
Court,
visuals.
and Mamata
Show me
Banerjee said
show
that
me
the High Court
visuals
itself
of
is
other two
corrupt,
ministers
that
taking
it is
money.
colluding
Show me the
with the
visuals.
NDA. Anyhow, I'm not
Show
going
me
to.
the
I'm
visuals
not
of
going to
other
sit
two
here.
ministers.
I'm not going to sit here and take umbrage.
I'm giving you the data.
Okay,
Partho
okay.
Chatterjee's associate,
Okay,
he was found with the money. Partho
Viewers,
Chatterjee, he was
viewers.
suspended, dismissed from the party within 3 days of that incident.
Okay. It's the party that actually suspended these 2 individuals, viewers, with great alacrity. They have another member of parliament who was actually taken action against and who went up to the
What
courts
action
and the
have you
courts
taken against
and the
Shubhendu
courts
Adhikari?
also told her to
What
please.
action have you taken against Shubhendu Adhikari?
No, one
Who
second.
who
So
was
you
shown
saying that when
to be taking
Suvendu
money
Adhikari was
and
with
CBI
Mamata
is
Banerjee, he was
investigating?
corrupt? Are you saying that he was corrupt?
He was corrupt at that point of time.
Oh,
He's
so
corrupt
under
till
Mamata
now.
Banerjee's watch, Suvendu Adhikari was corrupt, but they did nothing. They did nothing. Only when he joined the BJP that they say that he joined to get in. Okay. Let's not speak over each other. Let me bring in Tuhin Sinha. Tuhin Sinha, the Prime Minister has made 2 issues, criminality and corruption, the fulcrum of his attack on Mamata Banerjee. Professor Mondo says this is hypocrisy. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. Your response.
Well, good evening, Rahul. Good evening, everybody. We are in the middle of what is clearly going to be a watershed election in the history of Bengal. Now, I'm surprised by what the TMC spokesperson just said, because, if the Tolabazi money would not embarrass them, I would expect that at least the 2 scathing judgments of the Calcutta High Court, recent judgments, would have embarrassed them. One on the issue of teachers' recruitment scam, where the recruitment of thousands of teachers stand abandoned because of their corruption. They have wasted lives. They have squandered away careers. And on the issue of please don't barge in like this. This is, a decent TV studio, not your...
That order was state.
Hello,
Anyway,
Professor
on the
Mondol,
issue
don't talk
of-
over the man, please. Let him finish, you can respond.
Again, on the issue of reservation theft from the OBC community, they should have been embarrassed. But what was the reaction of Mamata Banerjee? She rather spewed venom upon the judiciary. This is the culture of TMC and what they have done with thousands and thousands of rural women. The way they have, unleashed violence upon them simply for supporting the BJP. Even the Kolkata High Court had passed another scathing judgment on this 3 years ago after the 2021 post-poll violence. The way they have protected Sheikh Shah Jahan, Sheikh Shah Jahan seemed to, at one point of time, 3 months ago, seemed to be the super CM of Bengal. So that is the kind of involvement they have with crime and corruption. The way they have badmouthed institutions like Bharat Sevashram. These are going to be historic.
But I just want to ask you very quickly, Tuhin Sinha, on the issue of taking in people like Shubhendu Adhikari that the ED was once investigating, etc., and there are others also. What do you say about that? Should you have done so?
I am challenging the TMC today. Every state has an anti-corruption bureau under it. If you have the courage, go and open up the cases that you keep talking about on TV studios. Do you have the guts? You don't have the courage, because if at all, the complicity of, if at all, I'm saying, the handler would have been Mamata Banerjee herself. The entire Tolabazi racket in Bengal runs because of Mamata Banerjee.
Okay, well, viewers, big allegations going back and forth between
I'll
the
respond.
TMC and the BJP. But let me open this up to the Congress, the third leg. The third leg of this conversation. Kamru Chaudhary with us. Kamru Chaudhary, let me bring you in. This is an important election. It's probably pivotal. It plays a huge role in determining the outcome, the quality of the victory or the defeat, the final outcome on June 4th. So I want to ask you very clearly, your own state leader, your number one face in the Congress is against Mamata Banerjee. He has listed a large number of crimes that the TMC has committed in office, and he says that we should never get into any sort of alliance with the lady because she is a dictator. These are his words, and I can bring you out several others. Is he not right? And if he is not right, then why is he still part of your party? And if he is right, then why are you still part of the alliance at the national level?
No, Rahul, you must understand the difference between the statements of Khargeji and Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. Both are right in their own respect out here. We are not in an alliance with Mamata Banerjee's party, that you all know and your viewers also know out here. We are here to fight a decisive battle against the corrupt TMC and the divisive BJP out here. So it doesn't matter whether ultimately in the government formation TMC comes in to help the India alliance to form the government or not, that time will tell. But as of now, the stand of Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary stands supreme in the state of Bengal, and there is no differences at all.
Mr. Chaudhary, why do you say that corruption is a lesser crime? When corruption kills, and we have seen it now, your government, the opposition really, in Maharashtra, for example, has been attacking the state government there in the aftermath of the Pune hit and run scandal, as you saw. Because you've said that corruption has led to the death of 2 people. Corruption is also happening, according to your party, your boss, your party's boss, in Bengal. And it is killer corruption. Are you saying that corruption is a lesser crime?
No, Rahul.
And
Rahul,
to defeat Modi, we'll ignore it. Is it because you yourselves are corrupt?
Rahul, as a journalist, you have got every right to ask questions on corruption and which people we are allying with. You know, it's ironical that the Prime Minister Modi is holding a roadshow in Bengal, in Kolkata right now, just in front of my, inside my constituency only in Kolkata. You see the person standing on the left of his, Subhendu Adhikari, has got a number of cases.
Mr. Chaudhary, I'm only asking you. I'm asking you. The BJP, the BJP may not, hang on 1 second. The BJP may not be setting what is known as a great example here in Bengal because of its mutually convenient alliances. Fine. I give you that point. Okay, fair enough. But that doesn't mean that the Congress, which purports to be the alternative, must also go down that route and turn a blind eye and share the stage with Mamata Banerjee. In fact, she doesn't even want to share the stage with the India Alliance right now because she thinks it's sinking. That's a different issue. But Kamru Chaudhary, I'm asking you.
No, Rahul, it's not the question that Congress party will compromise on such issues. It's the alliance that has been formed. No,
really?
Wait,
because in 2021, you compromised on a very significant issue. In 2019, you compromised on even a more significant issue. In 2019, sir, you were standing with the left that was standing with a militant Islamist organization that was spreading hate against Hindus. You know that. The ISF is what I'm talking about.
Rahul, 2021, the example that you are citing out here, Congress party never had an alliance with this party. Or rather, we had a seat adjustment with the left parties. We got
which had an alliance
seats
with the ISF, right?
Wait, let me finish.
And your own 2 very consequential leaders, Mr. Sibal and Anand Sharma, had a problem with that.
No, we never aligned with ISF. We never aligned. We got 92
you were in an alliance with the left.
Seats.
The left was in bed with the ISF. They had formed an alliance. So by extension, you were not certainly objecting, were you? You were happy for their votes to come your way.
No, we got 92 seats as our share. We fought this. The left gave away their seats to whoever it may be. We
Well,
were
viewers,
least concerned
the
and
left
least
gave
bothered
their
about
seats
that.
away. Mamata can do what she wants. She can be as corrupt, allegedly, as she can possibly be. We don't mind because we are defeating Modi. So, viewers, those are the
We are here on
visuals.
a one
Those are
on
the
one fight with the
visuals.
BJP.
The opposition has decided that come what may, they will side with anyone. They will partner with anyone. It doesn't matter. Ideology doesn't matter. Morality, of course, matters even less in this fight as long as Modi is not there. Then you have to ask yourself, what is the problem with Modi? Perhaps it is because he looks under their mattresses, viewers, to find money. And when he does, he sets the ED after them and they have a problem. Is that really it? I don't know, viewers. I'm only asking a rhetorical question. But very quickly, Mr. Abhijit Iyer Mitra, what do you think is going to happen on the 4th of June? Do you think the BJP is ahead in this battle?
I think very clearly the BJP is ahead on this battle because, misrule tends to accrue.
Okay.
There is now severe fatigue. The amount of corruption, lack of rule, gangsterism that the TMC represents have now become so much. The people are literally being crushed under it.
Okay.
They've got nowhere to go.
People are fed up, says Iyer Mitra.
Can I
And
add
he
10
believes that
seconds,
the
Rahul?
BJP is ahead. I'm leaving it at this, viewers. I've run out of time. I don't want to go back to all the political guests here because then again we'll have to extend this debate and I don't want to do that because there's a very important question coming up just a few minutes from now. I'm taking a short break. Those visuals will be back on your screens, viewers, because we're going to keep an eye on Kolkata. We're also going to go back to Komarika Sengupta to get an update.
बंद कर रहा हूँ फिर मैं
अब कौन सी जगह से अच्छा मिल पाएगा सीधा यहाँ कुछ हो गया रिप्लाई नहीं दिया
Viewers, pictures coming in. We are broadcasting straight out of the primetime studios of the Federal Bank, CNN News 18. These are the hard facts, viewers. And there you see the Prime Minister, one of the first to campaign on the streets of Kolkata in India's history, at least recent political history. To his left is Suvendu Adhikari, the man who is leading the charge. Viewers, I can't quite tell from this distance who is on his right, but I will try to focus in on that. Oh, that is Shukanto Majumdar there. This, of course, is North Kolkata. Let me go straight across to Komulika. Okay, we don't quite have her as yet. We're trying to get through to her, but viewers, iconic pictures these. Could this sea of supporters be an indication that the BJP has actually made headway in its obvious attempt to win over Bengal? It has left nothing to the imagination, viewers, in its pursuit of getting these critical 42 seats, or at least a maximum number of them, so that it can boost its tally above 2019. Komalika Sen-Gupta is there. Komalika, would love it if you could speak to some people and ask them and then translate what they're saying about why they're there, and if they're just there to see the show, or are they actually supporters and have they bought into the NDA's ideology and its outlook?
Yes, Rahul, I'll definitely try to do that. You know, here it's like too much crowded. But again, like to show you that portion, because that is the way through which Narendra Modi's road shows, the chariot is going to come from there. And there are lot number of people out here. Let me now ask them that why are they here? आप आए हो यहाँ पे क्या मोदी जी को देख? अच्छा, आप क्या मोदी को देखने आए हो?
घर जाने के लिए वेट कर रहे हैं।
आप लोग?
আমি বাড়ি যাচ্ছিলাম, অফিস থেকে ফিরছিলাম, ঠান্ডার মোড়ে নামিয়ে দিল, আমার রাস্তা খোলা থাকবে।
Lot of them they have come, they want to go back to their home, and as because the road is locked there, so that's why they are standing, and obviously in that आप यहाँ पे আমি এসেছেন কেন?
আমি মোদিকে দেখার জন্য এসেছি, প্রধানমন্ত্রীকে দেখার জন্য এসেছি।
প্রধানমন্ত্রীকে দেখতে?
হ্যাঁ।
তো আপনার কি মনে হচ্ছে জিতবে এবার এখানে?
ওটা আমি বলতে পারবো না।
কিন্তু প্রধানমন্ত্রীকে দেখতে এসেছেন।
হ্যাঁ, প্রধানমন্ত্রীকে দেখতে এসেছি।
He is saying that he has come to see the Prime Minister. That is very much important. He has never seen Prime Minister, so he is standing there and have come to see Prime Minister. आप बोलो दादा, आप क्यों आए हो?
पहला
थोड़ा
ये यहाँ कलकत्ता में पहला प्रधानमंत्री रोड शो करने आ रहा है, यही हम देखने आ रहा है बस।
आप बताओ, आप क्या मोदी को देखने आए हो? क्यों?
मोदी को देखने आए हैं।
क्यों? मोदी पसंद है?
पसंद नहीं है, प्राइम मिनिस्टर है इसलिए रोड शो देखने आए हो।
ये पहली बार कोई प्राइम मिनिस्टर का यहाँ पे रोड शो है. That's what I was telling you, that this is the first time a prime minister is having a road show out here, and that definitely attracts everyone, and all of them, see, there like huge number of crowd is there, and they have come to see Modi. A lot of them are going back. If I could show you that, though it's difficult.
I think we've lost that connect with Komalika Sen-Gupta, but viewers, you can see that sea of humanity. Will all of them actually vote for the NDA, for the BJP and its candidates? We can't tell, viewers. They might be there out of curiosity. There are a large number of women voters too. Some of them are, of course, holding up all sorts of campaign material that belongs to the Bharatiya Janata Party. But this is historic. The Prime Minister deciding to do a road show. No Prime Minister has done so ever in the history, the modern political history of our country. This is obviously a gambit that the Prime Minister has decided to take because he knows that the battle for Bengal is critical. It's one of the 4 swing states in this election, viewers. There's Bihar, there's Bengal, there's Maharashtra, and of course some people would say that the other important swing state is that of the south, which is Tamil Nadu. That is what some people are saying. But viewers, the fact is, this is a critical moment in the BJP's campaign for trying to unseat Mamata Banerjee, not as Chief Minister, but certainly as the moving force in Bengal. They hope to take some of the glory away from her at the Lok Sabha level. But let's open this up, viewers, because I want to move on. A very critical story. We'll keep those pictures at some level. We'll come back to those, but just moving on. After campaigning in his Lok Sabha constituency of Varanasi or Kashi ends and the curtain comes down on India's longest election campaign in history, the Prime Minister will log out. On May 30th, he will visit the Vivekananda Rock Memorial in Kanyakumari and meditate at the Dhyan Mandapam till the evening of June 1st, viewers. He's going to be spending time there, almost 72 hours, viewers. Let me tell you a little bit now more about this place. Legend has it that it was upon this rock, the Vivekananda Rock, the Vivekananda Memorial Rock, where a memorial has now been built, that Goddess Parvati performed a tapasya in devotion to Lord Shiva. In the more recent pre-independence era, this rock also inspired Swami Vivekananda to attain enlightenment. The epiphany fired the Swami to imagine Bharat Mata in all her civilizational resplendence, a virtual totem around which all Indians would coalesce to reclaim their identity and eventually press for the decolonization of their land and their mind. The Prime Minister's visit to Kanyakumari is in line with spiritual and civilizational journeys of discovery he is known to undertake at the end of Lok Sabha campaigns. In 2019, he visited the revered shrine of Kedarnath. In 2014, he travelled to Pratapgarh. This was where the illustrious Maratha king Chhatrapati Shivaji had scored a famous victory over the Bijapur Sultanate's General Afzal Khan in 1659. But if Kedarnath is central to the Hindu faith and Pratapgarh is credited with lighting the spark of Hindu nationalist self-belief, then the Vivekananda Rock Memorial in Kanyakumari is a synthesis of both. It is not only an important Shaivite spiritual center, but also a territorial nodal point where India's eastern coastline merges with its western coastline. The symbolic significance of this consequential jagged outcrop is not lost on Modi, who is primarily concerned with the galvanizing appeal of Hindu civilizational renewal. But beyond reacquainting himself with the enigmatic iconography, the Vivekananda Rock Memorial, the Prime Minister's visit also serves a more transactional purpose. It's a call to the opposition to let bygones be bygones. The declaration of a ceasefire set in the shape of a rock, an emblem of togetherness and amiability. Modi is hoping that his journey will signal to his opponents that after a bitterly contested, divisive campaign, all parties must come together to honor the mandate and help implement its message. India needs to heal. It has been through a tumultuous decade of unresolved acrimonies that have rendered institutions, especially parliament, incidental to the business of democracy. At least that's what some people believe. The question is, will the rock inspire another epiphany? As of now, the opposition isn't too keen on feeling inspired. Opposition leaders are coming out and saying this is yet another dhong by the Prime Minister. But let's open this up. Narayan Tirupati, spokesperson of the Tamil Nadu Bharatiya Janata Party, Suman C. Raman. Dr. Raman is there with us. Author Rahul Ishwar also there with us. Let me first bring you in. Narayan Tirupati, why is the Prime Minister undertaking this spiritual journey?
Yeah, Rahul, we all know, as you rightly said, that the last two elections, after the completion of elections, he has gone to, Uttarakhand and a spiritual journey. And not only for him, for his calmness, for the people of India. And the elections are a democratic festival. So after finishing this democratic festival, after going to the public that, yes, I will do more. It's not that I have done more. He is going there and getting his surplus, and definitely for the welfare of the country and the welfare of the people, he is coming to Kanyakumari, particularly where the Vivekananda, he was there in this place, and the divine, and it is a very great sign of the growth of the country, and that is what we are all willing, and Prime Minister's vision also.
What's the significance, Rahul Ishwar, before I bring in Dr. Raman, what's the significance here of this place?
A Bengali, nearly 100 years back, came to the tip of Kanyakumari to reimagine India in its grandest glory. That is the significance of that space. Swami Vivekananda was hardly 29 when he decided to go to the World Parliament of Religions, and it literally rejuvenized India's 5,000 plus year old or even more older civilizational value. Narendra Modi ji, beyond politics, see, I support him, I admire him, but beyond politics, our prime ministers should undertake such spiritual journeys, spiritual voyages to all holy places. The reason being, spirituality is the nerve center of India. This was not told by me. This was told by none other than Swami Vivekananda, who rightly says every nation has a core identity, and India's identity is spirituality, our philosophy, our heritage, and our history. And as Rahul Shivashankarji rightly put, we had a very bitterly fought out election. Many things were done. There will be some kind of wounds, hurts. So let it all solve. Let it all move away. Let there be a new beginning. Whosoever wins, let there be a new beginning. beginning, I believe PM Modi ji is showing the right way of reconciliation, peace, harmony. And we should be proud about Indian democracy. Unlike US and President Trump or ex-President Trump, nobody in India's history will ever have ever said that we won't accept the mandate. But we believe in the democratic process. So I believe it will be a spiritual rejuvenation for Loktantra and democracy with Modi ji going there.
Well, let me ask you, Dr. Raman, it's an important message. It's almost statesman-like. Look, let us forget the acrimonies. Let us come together. The time has come, and what better place to go to than a place that signals and symbolizes amiability, unity, coming together, a togetherness. For whom? For the nation. So, Dr. Raman, do you think that the opposition, instead of heaping scorn, and I will play out a soundbite, viewers, in just a few moments, which has come from the RJD's national spokesperson, quite a truculent, petty one, but nonetheless, do you think that the opposition now should sort of say, okay, look, we fought a bitterly contested election, if you win, you win. The time has come to forget all the past, all this that has gone under the water, under the bridge, flown. Time has come to serve together, which the opposition hasn't been doing, let's be honest. We've had a stage, we almost mirrored the acrimony, the split, the divisiveness in America.
First of all, Rahul, I'm amazed that the three of you have managed to understand and provide deep significance to the Prime Minister's visit and say that this marks a new beginning of a new dawn where bygones shall be bygones and so on. He himself
No, I didn't say that. I said it is an attempt, perhaps. It is an attempt. Whether it succeeds, whether it is, we don't know.
He never said that.
No, I am saying it's an analysis, and we are all entitled to have an analysis or a point of view like you are. So I am saying that perhaps,
my point is,
no, 1 second, perhaps, and I've used the word, maybe it serves only a transactional purpose, but an important one, which is that, look, let's come together. I am here at this spot. It's inspiring me to think of what we can do if we come together, like this spot inspired Swami Vivekananda ji to bring a sense of nationhood, inculcate that, etc. So I'm just saying, is that perhaps one of the messages? And if it is, has the time come for the opposition now to say, okay, let's accept that this is a legitimate Prime Minister elected by a legitimate mandate, instead of questioning the EVMs and the EC constantly and raising questions about democratic decline and this, that, the other. I'm only saying.
Why are we in a hurry and not prepared to wait for just a few more days for the 4th of June for the voice of the people to be heard? Now, I'm really curious as to why
you're not understanding. Dr. Raman, this has got nothing to do with victory or loss. Even if he loses, he is going there before the election result. He's not going after. So he's going there before to say that, okay, let's accept, even if I were to lose, even if I were to lose power, I will seek inspiration.
He's not talking about...
I'm not saying. I think that is a message that he's putting out. Why do you think he's going there?
I don't even think he will appreciate, people talking about him losing power, the possibility of him losing power. I'm not sure he's going to appreciate that.
Okay.
Look, let's be very clear, Rahul. He has been on the road for 2.5 months. He has traveled the length and breadth of the country. He deserves a break, and a 3-day break is perfectly fine. I mean, that's all there is to it.
Oh, just he's taking a holiday.
It's a break. Okay. It's a break.
Let me bring in the BJP national spokesman. It's just a break, sir. Let's not read too many motives. And go ahead, Mr. Narayan Tirupati.
Suman, you have a chief minister. There is a chief minister who goes to Kodaikanal with his family for a break. We have a lot of people going to Malaysia. We have a lot of people going to Australia, America. They go to resorts. They enjoy their life. But Mr. Narendra Modi comes to Vivekananda, who dreamt of the beautiful India, big India, giant India. So you have to be happy, Mr. Suman, that there is a Prime Minister after completing his all duties, including the democratic duty of conducting a big election and responsible for that. And he is coming to Tamil Nadu in this Vivekananda. And you have to be happy. You have to, first of all, you should never, it's a break. How can you call this as a break? It is not a break.
Okay, let me ask Rahul Ishwar, let me ask you, Rahul Ishwar, is this just merely a holiday? He's just decided, let me go by the sea, taste some salt water, put my feet up and have a good time. Is that what he's doing?
No, Suman sir, just one submission. Shouldn't we be South Indians, as Indians from South or South Indians, and especially I as a person who adores Tamil Nadu, shouldn't we be happy? He's celebrating that North-South connect. He's celebrating. He's not going to Lakshadweep. He's not going to a chill-out place, as the youngsters call it. He's coming to a place with a spiritual significance, where the ancient Tamil Thai is there, where ancient Bharat Mata is there. So there is a point of unity. As a critic of Narendra Modi ji, he's a person who is a very astute politician. So he will also imagine that point of unity, that point of synergy for India in a deeper way. And as you know, it's a very controversial question, but Modi ji has always placed Tamil at the highest pedestal, calling it the oldest language and civilization. So shouldn't we be happy and celebrating Modi ji's, celebrating such a civilization location, celebrating Swami Vivekananda? So is it not a point of unity that we should cherish rather than...
Yes, Dr. Raman wants to come in. Dr. Raman.
No,
yes.
Rahul, yesterday only in one of the speeches he was saying these Tamilian people are all wanting to plunder Orissa and all that.
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Please be
He
fair.
didn't say not a million people were trying to. He says here is a person who has very little connect.
He used the word Tamilian 3 times.
Excuse me. Let's not make this. Let's not do this. Dr. Raman, don't do this. You have no problem. You have no problem when Mamata Banerjee says that Gujaratis have come to Bengal. Bohirgato have come. You have no problem with that. You have no problem with that. No, one second. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you have a problem with that. I'll remind you the next time. I'll remind you the next time we have a debate. Anyhow, viewers.
You people all spread this kind of lies.
Okay. Viewers.
Rahul, I want to know only one thing.
Let's not.
A person from another state cannot aspire for political office in a state he does not belong to.
Let's go straight across.
Is that the rule?
Let's go straight across. Mr. Modi has spoken again to Network 18. Let's listen.
पहले मेरे राज्य में आपका बहुत बहुत आगमन एंड वेलकम।
मैं बहुत आभारी हूँ, आपका भी आभारी हूँ, पूरे बंगाल का आभारी हूँ और मेरे जीवन की शुरुआत में बंगाल की बहुत बड़ी भूमिका रही है और आज मुझे माँ के चरणों में जाकर के यहाँ पर आशीर्वाद लेने का मौका मिला तो मेरे लिए शुभ अवसर है।
प्रधानमंत्री जी, सुबह से तृणमूल का कहना है कि आप आउटसाइडर हो, बीजेपी का कहना है कि बंगालेर मोने मोदी हमारे मन में प्रधानमंत्री हैं। आप अपने आप को आउटसाइडर तो नहीं समझते हो, आपका जवाब क्या होगा तृणमूल कांग्रेस को?
ऐसा है कि शायद कुछ लोगों की इतनी बैंक्रप्सी है कि वो पॉलिटिकल नैरेटिव गढ़ नहीं पा रहे हैं। आइडियोलॉजी पर, विजन पर, डेवलपमेंट के प्रोग्राम्स पर, उस पर कोई बात करे तो उसका एक वैल्यू है। जब वो कुछ नहीं होता है तो फिर ऐसी बातें करनी पड़ती है जो किसी भी देशवासी को अपमानित करती है और उनको अंदाज नहीं है कि इसका नुकसान देश में बंगाली समाज को भी होता है। ये कभी नहीं करना चाहिए। इस देश का किसी भी कोने में रहने वाला व्यक्ति, उसके प्रति हमारा वही भाव होना चाहिए। और वैसे तो हम लोग वसुधैव कुटुंबकम वाले हैं, पूरे विश्व को परिवार मानते हैं, तो हमें ये शोभा नहीं देता है।
प्रधानमंत्री जी, मैं संदेश खाली से हाल ही में होके आई हूँ और वहाँ पे मैंने बहुत सारी महिलाओं से बात करने की कोशिश की, लेकिन वो कुछ सहमे हुए हैं। उनको उम्मीद है कि वोट से शायद उनको वो मौका मिलेगा बोलने का। आप नारी शक्ति पे बहुत जोर डालते हैं, संदेश खाली को लेके आपको क्या कहना है?
मैं बताता हूँ। सबसे पहले तो मैं संदेश खाली के उन सभी बहनों का चरण स्पर्श करता हूँ तो उन्होंने इतनी हिम्मत दिखाई, उन्होंने व्यक्तिगत प्रतिष्ठा की चिंता नहीं की, क्या परिणाम हो गए उसकी चिंता नहीं की, और वो इतने बड़े भयंकर षड्यंत्र को उन्होंने लोगों के सामने उजागर किया। मैंने आज मेरी एक सभा थी, तो बहन रेखा पात्रा जी हमारी उम्मीदवार है, मैंने उसका भाषण सुना, मैं आश्चर्यचकित था जी। क्या एनर्जी थी, क्या आइडियोलॉजी थी, क्या फ्लो था। शायद टीएमसी के पास रेखा पात्रा जैसा भी एक ऑरेटर नहीं होगा। झुग्गी झोपड़ी में पली हुई है, मतलब वो भीतर से उसके दिल की आवाज बोल रही थी। जहां तक बीजेपी का सवाल है, हमने दो दिशाओं में काम किया है। एक, नारी सुरक्षा को ध्यान में रखते हुए कानूनी, जैसे हमने रेप के मामले में फांसी की सजा उस दिशा में हम लोग गए हैं। उसी प्रकार से हमने आरक्षण की व्यवस्था की महिलाओं के लिए। हम 3 करोड़ लखपति दीदी बनाने के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। हमने घर की मालकिन महिलाओं को बनाया। तो एम्पावरमेंट ऑफ वीमेन एक तरफ वो काम है, दूसरी तरफ हम देश में एक वातावरण, आपको मालूम होगा लाल किले पर मेरा पहला भाषण था। मैं बिल्कुल नया था और मैंने एक सवाल पूछा, कोई मुझे बताए कि बेटी अगर शाम को आने से देर हो जाए तो पूरा परिवार पूछता है कहाँ गई थी, क्यों देर से आई, क्या कर रही थी। लेकिन बेटा अगर रात को 11 बजे भी आ जाए तो माँ पूछती है बेटा खाना खाया ना। ये क्यों? ये लाल किले से मैंने बोला था, क्योंकि मैं मानता हूँ हमारी सामाजिक मनस्थिति में भी ये बदलाव लाना जरूरी है और मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ। और मुझे विश्वास है कि बंगाल की महिलाओं के मन में ये जो एक असुरक्षा का भाव है, ये सबसे बड़ा चिंता का विषय है। हमारी कोशिश रहेगी कि हम उस दिशा में कानून का उपयोग, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को समझा करके या डायरेक्ट अफसरों से बात करके कोई न कोई रास्ता खोजना पड़ेगा।
बांग्ला विरोधी मोदी भी आपको कहा जाता है। मैं बात कर रही हूँ ओबीसी कोलकाता हाईकोर्ट का जो ऑर्डर है, उस पे आपको क्या कहना है ममता बनर्जी?
ये बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण मुद्दा है, ये किसी के विरुद्ध में नहीं है। भारत की संविधान सभा ने आरक्षण किसको मिले उसकी बड़ी चर्चा की थी और भारत के बाबा साहब आम्बेडकर कहो, डॉक्टर राजेंद्र बाबू कहो, पंडित नेहरू कहो, सबने सहमति से तय किया कि धर्म के आधार पर एक बार देश बंट गया, अब धर्म के आधार पर देश के टुकड़े नहीं होने चाहिए और उसी में से आया धर्म के नाम पे आरक्षण नहीं होना चाहिए। अब इन्होंने क्या किया, मुसलमानों को आरक्षण वोट बैंक के लिए,
राहुल गांधी भी यही कहते हैं।
ये आंध्र ने भी किया, कर्नाटका ने किया, लेकिन अदालतों ने इसको बना कर दिया कि बयान नहीं कर सकते हो। तो इन्होंने पिछले दरवाजे से रातों रात मुस्लिम समाज के अलग अलग समुदायों को ओबीसी बना दिया और ओबीसी का जो हक था उसको लूट लिया, डाका डाल दिया। मैं कलकत्ता हाईकोर्ट का आभारी हूं कि चर्चा चल रही थी लेकिन कोई इस पर थप्पा नहीं मार पाया। जुडिशरी ने ये सारे पाप को उजागर कर दिया है और इसके कारण देश में एक जो चर्चा पॉलिटिकल लगती थी वो पॉलिटिकल चर्चा नहीं थी, लोगों के अधिकारों की चर्चा थी और उसको एक बहुत बड़ा बल मिला है। और इसके कारण बौखला करके अदालत को गाली देना, जजेस को गाली देना, ये तरीका शोभा नहीं देता है।
प्रधानमंत्री जी, मैं ज़्यादा सब टाइम आपका नहीं लूंगी, मैं जानती हूँ आप बहुत, एक सवाल और पूछूंगी। यहाँ पे एक प्रॉब्लम है, शुभेंदु दा भी अक्सर हमें बोलते थे नौकरियों की। गूगल, अमेजॉन जैसे बड़े इन्वेस्टमेंट कंपनी यहाँ दुकान नहीं खोलना चाहते हैं। बहुत युवाओं ने मुझे ये कहा है, आपका एक सपना है, आपने कहा एक इंटरव्यू में कि तीसरे कार्यकाल में आप इन पे जोर देंगे। बंगाल के लड़कों के और लड़कियों के लिए क्या सपना?
देखिए, हिंदुस्तान का इतिहास, पूरे देश को बंगाल ने लीडरशिप दी है। देश की इकोनॉमी को बंगाल ड्राइव करता था। अंग्रेजों का भी मुंह में पानी छूट गया था कोलकाता को लेकर के। पूरी दुनिया पागल होकर के कोलकाता आना चाहती थी। ये महान विरासत है, इस यहाँ के लोगों की टैलेंट, यहाँ के लोगों का सामर्थ्य, यहाँ की भूमि की ताकत, इतनी पैदावार भूमि है, यहाँ के मिनरल्स, यानी एक प्रकार से समृद्धि का भंडार है। लेकिन इन्वेस्टर्स भाग गए क्योंकि पहले लाल झंडे वालों ने बर्बाद करके रख दिया। छुट्टियां, हर दिन हड़ताल, हर दिन हड़ताल। इन्होंने आकर के उसी मॉडल को ले लिया और इन्होंने तो शुरुआत की, कोई इंडस्ट्री ना आए इसकी लड़ाइयाँ लड़ी। आज एक तरफ आपने इंडस्ट्रियों को भगाया, अब इन्वेस्टर सबमिट कर रही हो तो किसी के गले नहीं उतरता है कि घर आई हुई इंडस्ट्री को आपने लात मार करके भगा दिया। अब आप इन्वेस्टर समिट का नाटक करोगी तो कौन आएगा? आज उत्तर प्रदेश में बहुत बड़ी मात्रा में इन्वेस्टमेंट आ रहा है। क्यों? उन्होंने सुरक्षा का प्रबंध किया, उन्होंने ट्रांसपेरेंसी का प्रबंध किया, उन्होंने ब्यूरोक्रेसी को मोबिलाइज किया। उत्तर प्रदेश जहां पहले आने से लोग डरते थे, आज पूरी कतार खड़ी हो गई है। ये मैं बंगाल में भी देख सकता हूँ। सिर्फ 5 साल के भीतर भीतर एक बार यहाँ की सरकार अपनी आदतें बदले, दुनिया यहाँ आने को तैयार है।
वायलेंस का डर है यहाँ पे, पोस्ट पोल वायलेंस।
इसलिए मैं कहता हूँ सुरक्षा बहुत बड़ी बात है, वरना कोई नहीं आता है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद जी।
थैंक यू वेरी मच, हमसे बात करने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
This is CNN News 18 and Federal Bank Primetime Studio.
Namaste, Jai Hind, and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. I'm Anand Narasimhan, coming to you live from the Federal Bank and CNN News 18 Primetime Studios. Ladies and gentlemen, and even as we speak, it's the Prime Minister's interview to Pallavi Ghosh here at the News 18 network, here at CNN News 18, that will dominate the discourse even as the spotlight is thrown on Bengal. PM's first roadshow this election season in Kolkata, mired in a lot of controversy and Mamata Banerjee trying to put a lot of resistance. But the Prime Minister, just before he spoke with us here at CNN News 18, took to X and said, Kolkata, I will never forget the reception that you have accorded to me. I will never forget this roadshow. But while speaking with Pallavi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi underlining some of the important aspects with respect to Vikas and Vishwas, ladies and gentlemen. On the OBC quota and this entire game of Muslim appeasement using the OBC card and the OBC quota, the Prime Minister welcoming the Kolkata High Court's judgment. But more importantly, he's turned around and said, we are the ones who have assured women's safety, respect, reservation for women, and also to a certain level trying to bring up the standards with which women are treated in society, and especially in Bengal. The other thing is, if you drive out investors, no investor will come despite